Yes, sir. Great Man of God Media TV back with another one. So I'm gonna pivot over to boxing, man. A lot of things has happened. A lot of things is buzzing with boxing, man. So if y'all haven't heard the news already, I'm pretty sure y'all have, especially if you are a hardcore boxing fan like myself. Uh, Canelo Alvarez has just linked or basically solidified a multi-fight deal with none other than Turkey Al Sheikh via Riyadh season, I should say. Um, so what I want to say is this, man. You know, I'm a big Terence Crawford fan, and I believe this fight is set up for him to fail. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. But let's just talk about this multi-fight deal that Canelo just signed. The amount has not been disclosed, but I couldn't imagine that these fights. There's 4 fights. These fights, I'm willing to say these fights are $100 million each. So I'm willing to say. All right, so like I was saying, shit. I think I lost my train of thought. Okay, I was going through the Canelo schedule, right? So, well, according to Ring Magazine, now it's been all over the place the last, I would say, 24 to 48 hours because it's been, reported that the fight between Crawford and Canelo was off. Then the next day it was, oh, well, the fight is off. Now he's fighting Jake Paul. Now we're back on again, right? And so I was just like, yeah, I'm willing to wait and, hopefully, first of all, if the fights aren't officially announced by the fighters themselves, I'm not believing this shit. So I didn't believe he was fighting Jake Paul. Now I'm hearing also that it was a smokescreen, that Canelo really wanted to fight Jake Paul as a smokescreen to get Turkey to basically sign him or get him a multi-fight deal. That's neither here nor there. I don't know that, but never the case. Nonetheless, I should say that there is the fight schedule that Canelo has. So as y'all know, Canelo fights twice a year. So May and September, right? So May and September this year. So May of 2025, potentially he will be fighting Jermall Charlo's twin brother, who he fought in 2023 and completely dominated him with the 10-8 round as well. And made that man ran for 12 rounds because he felt that power. Pause. Or Bruno Saras, the guy who stopped Jaime Munguia. All right, I think he has 4 or 5 knockouts. Then after that, you got the big fight with Terence Crawford in September 2025. Now here's the kicker, right? Let me see the schedule here. All right, so February. Now, for Turkey to convince Canelo to not fight in May and September of 2026, that is pretty diabolical. Meaning that he must have offered him a great bag. Like I said, I'm saying that potentially he gave Canelo $400 million, basically $100 million each fight. And him being in rehab season, that's a drop in the bucket to them. But February of 2026, he could potentially fight Dmitry Bivol, which is great. I want to see him get back from Bivol. Hamza Shiraz, who I don't know who the hell that is, and Chris Eubank Jr. And then in 2026 is to be confirmed. Here's the thing. They got Terence Crawford one time, meaning there's no rematch clause. Y'all see the play here? Do y'all see the play? So if you see these big fights, you see the last big fight that Crawford had with Spence, there was a rematch clause. It was well known. There was a rematch clause. There's no rematch clause with Crawford. So what that's telling me is that the only way Crawford can win, because here's the thing, man. When you're Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing, the cash cow, you call the shots. Turkey had to pretty much bend the knee to get Canelo to come up. Okay, yeah, I'm going to sign you a multi-fight deal. $100 million each, right? Y'all don't think they talk about everything, including judges? Right? So my thing is, with Crawford only being listed one time with no rematch clause, the only way Crawford can win is by knockout, which is highly unlikely because, you know, Canelo has a granite chin, one of the most durable, best chins in boxing, if not the best, taking flush shots from Triple G, taking flush shots from Kovalev, right? So this is a pretty much a lose-lose. People will say, oh, it's a lose-lose for Canelo because he's fighting a smaller man moving up in weight. Now that I'm seeing this list, this is a lose-lose for Crawford. There's no way he can win this fight, bro. They're not even considering him. His name is not on the list as far as a rematch. Not even for 2026. That blank to be confirmed for October 2026 could be. People want to see Benavidez. I was going to say. That is the fight that people want to see. David Benavidez, right? And so that particular name is blank. It says to be confirmed, right? So let's just say Crawford wins, which is very highly unlikely, right? Very highly unlikely, because if the plan is for Crawford to outbox Canelo, kind of do a Laura / Mayweather, good luck with that. You fighting the judges too. So you don't think that you don't think that Canelo and Turkey talked about, oh yeah, we're going to get these judges to score the fight? Shit. Hell yeah, they did. So yeah, my thing is, man, this is a lose-lose for Crawford. You know, obviously Crawford, in my opinion, is trying to cash out because he's also willing to sit out the rest of the year and only fight one guy, which is, I think is suicide, in my opinion. I really think it's suicide. Like, come on, bro. Like, you ain't taking no tune-up fight. I'm not asking him to fight a champion. He can fight an Uber driver. Fight somebody at 160. Fight somebody with a pulse so that you can get used to the weight. You sitting out and waiting. Listen, I'm hearing excuses like, oh, he's a special fighter. He can do that. I don't give a fuck if you're a special fighter at all. You should not be sitting out 13 months, September, about to be 38 at September, and walk into a fight with Canelo, who's already had a fight in May, whoever he fighting, because these are all touch-up fights. These are all tune-up fights. Jamal Charlo, a goddamn drunk, and Bruno Saras, who got 4 knockouts, who happened to have a lucky punch with Jaime Munguia. These are all tune-up fights. So, of course, Canelo's going to run through those motherfuckers. Pause. So, a guy that fights twice a year versus a guy that fights once a year, I don't give a fuck if you a monk. You need a tune-up fight, motherfucker, especially 37, 38 years old. You got to have a tune-up fight. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm 45. I still work out a lot. If I haven't done something in a while, I need to get my body reacclimated to what I was doing before. And so it don't work that way. I don't give a fuck if you're a special fighter or not. This motherfucker really needs to get a fight in between. But it's Canelo or bust, according to Team Crawford, which I think is stupid. But I digress, man. Yeah, I don't think this is a good look for Crawford, man. Like, your name is listed one time. Basically, you're used as a stepping stone or a sacrificial lamb, if you will. Because here's the thing, like, this is a multi-fight deal by Canelo. So the names are interchangeable. It doesn't matter. He can fight Jake Paul. He could fight a cab driver. He's still going to make that money that Turkey offered him. So, God forbid something happens to Terence Crawford, his name can be replaced and Canelo will still make that money. It's guaranteed. So yeah, this is definitely not a good look for Crawford, in my opinion, man. Like, most def, it's not a good look for him. I think it's a lose-lose situation. When I watch a fight, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be there in the flesh. I'm going to be there in Vegas, buying my plane ticket, get my Airbnb, and booking them tickets in the stadium, because it's going to be at the football stadium, Allegiant Stadium. I'm going to be in the flesh. The last 3 fights for Crawford, I was there in attendance. I was there last year for him versus the Madrimal fight. I was there floor seats. So I'm going to probably get floor seats for Crawford Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like I'm gonna be there in the flesh anyway. It don't matter. But it's a lose-lose for Crawford. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, bro. Like this is very disrespectful for him not to have a rematch clause. I know Canelo's the A side, but damn, give this brother another shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, get his get back. I can hear the excuses. The excuses are already built up. He was too small. He should have got acclimated to the weight. So if he decides, if there was a rematch clause, then he can say, "Oh, my body's adjusted to the weight now, and I can get my get back. I think I could beat Canelo," right? But as you can see, there is no rematch clause here. It's just a to be confirmed, and that name could be anybody. More than likely, well, I would like to see that to be confirmed date for October 2026, as in David Benavidez or the winner of Bivol Beterbiev. I'm leaning towards Bivol to win that rematch. I think he's a younger, fresher fighter. Plus, I thought he won the first fight. But you never know, man. You never know. But yeah, man, those are my thoughts, man. I just think that Crawford is in a lose-lose situation based off this fight schedule. No rematch clause, bro. It's crazy work. They're basically saying the only way that you can beat Canelo is by knockout, and that's highly unlikely. So yeah, this is not a good look for him. Let me know what y'all think down below, man. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, family. Signing out. You already know what it is. Peace.